Hey guys, Justin STM2 here. So I'm out here driving in the country, it's not a lot of traffic. Decided to come out here and make a little YouTube video on the Lexus IS. So I was thinking about, with this car I get a lot of compliments and it attracts a lot of attention, more than what I thought when I bought it. So I thought I'd make a cool YouTube video on it, tell you guys about what it's like owning it, especially at 20 years old, because most people my age don't drive a car like this. And then also just tell you kind of how I saved up enough money, because I'm 20 years old. I don't have salary or anything, because people with salary could buy this car if they just put money away, but for someone saving up money through high school and college, don't always have that option. So the first thing I want to talk about was basically what it's like owning it at 20 years old. So I get a lot of compliments on it, which is pretty cool. I do DoorDash and Grubhub all the time, and people will pretty much every day I get a compliment on it. Someone's like, "Oh, that's a cool car, nice car, man." And people are like, "Oh, maybe I should do DoorDash," because they see what I'm driving and they're like, maybe I should do that. But the thing is, I don't even come into contact with that many people because of Corona. A lot of people say leave at door, but even with the small amount of people I do come into contact with, a lot of them will come with the car. So that's nice. And I've had dudes in C8 Corvettes, which is worth a lot more than this car, be like, they've stopped me at stoplights and they're like, "Dude, that thing is fast, like that sounds nice," and I'm like, "Oh wow, thanks man, like your car is crazy too, man." So it gets a lot more attention than I thought, because to me it's like it's a four-door sedan that's also sporty. So I didn't think that it would get as much attention. I thought maybe if I bought a Mustang I'd get more attention, but I bought the car because I liked it, not because I thought it'd get attention. That just happened to come with it. So that's pretty cool. So I wanted to talk about kind of like, how did I afford such a nice car at 20 years old, because most people my age are in a lot of college debt. I mean, let's just be real. And so I didn't want to go into detail in this video, because I don't think that many people really want to hear like all the details. But the biggest things I would say is just like, work hard. That's all you gotta do. Like, make money and make your money work for you. So like, I was in high school working at Pizza Hut, and there was weeks where I would work like 36 hours a week at Pizza Hut, and then I was also going to school full-time in high school. So that was pretty crazy. Compared to most people, I'm sure there's other people have done that, but most of my friends were not doing that. Most people were not working all that much. And so then once I started making a little bit more money, my dad was like, while you're making all this money, you should start saving for retirement. So I put a bunch of money away for retirement. So I figured that out. I was like, okay, I'm good for retirement. I'm only 18 years old here when I started making a lot more money than what I did when I was younger. So I was like, there's no, I've got my retirement set. I've got, anything I gotta pay for, like I pretty much got that already. So, what am I gonna do with the rest of this money? So I started going on YouTube, and I found out about, investing, like the Robinhood app and stuff like that. And so I made my money work for me. I knew that I was young, and if I risked a lot of money and I lost that money, it wouldn't really hurt me, because I didn't really need the money in the first place. So I would I had lots of money in Robinhood stocks, and I was investing in Apple and index funds and all sorts of stuff, so that instead of it just sitting in a savings account, it was making money. So I was working and making money, and then my stocks were also building me more money. The thing with that is, it's not like a retirement account where it's set and you get penalties. Like, I can withdraw that at any time with no penalties. There is some tax stuff, but if you make under like so many dollars a year, you don't even get taxed at all. And so since I was so young and not making enough money to get taxed heavily, I was paying zero in taxes. So all of that money was profit from the stocks, and which was pretty cool. So that, I would say, I could go really in depth in this, but basically with all the extra money I have sitting around, I used that to work for me, and I risked it, and in stocks, and it paid off. It made money. I mean, it did go down a lot when like Corona stuff came around, but then I just bought more stocks. I sold the ones that I thought wouldn't recover. I invested more money in stocks that I knew would cover. Like I put a bunch of money into Apple stock during like when Corona first came out in like February, March time period, and that way and then it went up, and I made like that, I made some good money, and I used that. And then once I saw, I decided I wanted a Lexus, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do with all this money. I'm gonna get a nice car so I can stop driving old cars all the time that always break down on me. And I took that money out, put it in the bank while I was looking for cars, and then I bought the car. And then just now recently, I've owned the car for a while, and so I've just pulled out a bunch more money out of my bank account, and now I'm doing it all basically again. I'm just investing that money because I've gotten to the point where I don't need that extra money. Obviously I'll need it in the future for like, a house or a condo or whatever, or more cars or whatever else, but I'm still using that same thing of I'm still young, so it doesn't really matter. I can risk this money, and chances are it will make me money, because I mean, if you look at just the history of stocks, I mean, generally they make 6-10% a year or whatever. So, oh my gosh, this guy's got his dogs out in this field. Like, it's kind of dangerous. People drive fast down here, but okay. So yeah, that was that's pretty much it. I just want to make a short video. I'm gonna pull up here this little spot. I know it's pretty cool. It's got a nice background, and just show you guys some more of the car. I've made previous videos on them, just in case you haven't seen those. You can see more of the Lexus. So yeah, cool. So this is the Lexus IS 350. Oh, it's locked on this side, but I've got to unlock it from the other way. But this is pretty much what it looks like. So like I said, it's just a four-door car, but a lot of people think that they notice that it's kind of sporty, as you can tell by like the rims and stuff. So this is the interior. So the interior looks really nice. You can see it's all red leather. It comes in black and red. And then you come in here, it's got, all this, the sporty odometer and stuff like that. This thing control the screen and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty nice. People do notice it. And though, it still surprises me about how many people actually notice it, because to me, it just, before I was looking at these cars, I don't think I really noticed them. Like, I never really saw them and thought like, oh, that's a cool car or whatever. But people do notice it, so yeah, that's always nice. So if you guys like this video, if you guys could subscribe and like for more, I'd appreciate it. I wanted to make more car videos. So yeah, I'm gonna take some pictures for Instagram. You could follow me on there too if you wanted. And yeah, peace out.